Hello, welcome to the Manic Pixie Dream Vlog. I'm your host, Caroline Georges, and welcome. So, I went to go see Hustlers yesterday. I know, isn't that awful? I probably should have seen it opening weekend. I mean, it was, but I knew it was gonna be hard. And it was. It was really hard to sit through that movie. I liked that they were very empathetic towards the women that the story was about. Very empathetic. But it was hard. It was hard seeing that movie. I related to it a lot, and it's very real. That environment is very real, and the things those women did are still happening in clubs. It's still happening. I'm not going to confirm or deny or say anything that I did while I worked at that club because I don't want to go to fucking jail, but I did fucked up shit. I did some really fucked up shit. And just watching that movie just really brought it to the surface. You know what I mean? What it does to you. You know, you're that dirtiness of it, of being just like a criminal, you know, but the environment, you know, it's just that you're in. It's just like, that's how you play the game. That's the rules. Them's the breaks. You know what I mean? That's how you play the game. You know, and I hate this whole thing where it's like, people are like, well, why don't you just get a job at McDonald's? You know, it's like, why don't you go fuck yourself? I can make $6,000 in a night. Why don't you go fuck yourself? You get a job at McDonald's. My experiences from childhood onward have given me a threshold to be able to withstand that environment. So why not take advantage of it? Why not take advantage of being raped? Why not? What's wrong with that? You know, and it's so frustrating because, like, you know, the club, the managers, they take all your fucking money. They take all your money. They just take all your fucking money. You have to tip out so much money. You go home with barely anything for what you have to go through at that job. So there's ways to cut corners. There's ways to make a lot of fucking money. You know, and it's just like, I've never done this, but I have seen women spike men's drinks with drugs. I've seen strippers do that a lot. I never did that. I never drugged anyone. I never made anyone do anything they didn't want to do. I would... This one guy... I had this client, this regular named Christian, and this guy, no matter how many times I fucked him over, no matter how many times, he would always come back. He's always coming back, constantly, just once a month, twice a month, he would always come back. He liked being abused too. And once he got so fucked up. He got so fucked up. It was so scary. It was so scary how fucked up he got. He was falling over. He was passing out. He was bleeding out of both nostrils. Blood was coming out of both nostrils. And we were like getting napkins for him, and and just like putting the napkins into our purse, you know what I mean? So like no one would see it, and just making sure he's okay and slapping his face and making him drink water. And then so we got him, we kind of revived him and got him an Uber. We got him into an Uber, and I was just like, I have to make sure he gets home. I had to make sure he got home. And so I put his address in to my Uber, and I went to his apartment. And I stood outside the building, and I was just texting him, and I was like, did you get home? Did you get home? Are you okay? And I was going to stay with him. I was going to stay with him all night. I was going to make sure that he was fine. And if I had to call the ambulance or if I had to call the hospital, I would have. And he didn't get home. He threw up in the Uber, and he got kicked out of the Uber, and he was at the side of the road. So I was like, okay, just send me your exact location. Just send me where you are, and I'll come get you. And he was like, no, it's okay, I'm fine, don't worry about it, I'm fine. And so I mean, he said he was fine and stuff, and I just so I waited. I just sat on the sidewalk, and I just waited, and I just waited, and I just waited, and I just waited, and I waited for maybe half an hour, and he didn't get home, and he just said it was fine, he was going to a friend. So I'm assuming he probably went, I don't know, maybe to his mom's, or maybe there was like, I don't know, maybe he went to go see a hooker or something like that. I don't know. Like, I don't know what he did, but he didn't end up coming back. And he came back to the club. Like, he would come back. He would always come back. I want to be a good person. I want to be a good person so bad. There's a Bible verse where it's like, God, don't let me be poor or rich, and it's just like, don't let me be rich enough that I don't need you, but don't let me be poor enough that I need to turn to sin. And yeah, I don't know. It's just, I just don't know how to explain it. It's just to say that I'm really sorry. But that environment is a really hard environment, and that environment changes you. I started stripping when I was 18, and that environment fucking changes you. It makes you something very different than what you really are. And watching that movie, it made me miss my friends at work. It just made me miss my friends at work so much. And I miss the girls at work. I miss them so much. And, now that, you're not stripping, I mean, it's just kind of like, they're just kind of out of my life and gone forever, you know what I mean? And I just, but they understood me, and it's just like, it was just nice to have somebody understand you, and it was just, and they just understood me so much. And I just like, they understand what it's like to be poor. They understand what it's like to be raped. They understand what it's like to they understand, And I had that. I had people in my life that understood me. They weren't real friends, though. That was the weird thing. They weren't really my friends. I mean, they would turn on you at any second. It was like Goodfellas. They're fake friends. Lifelong fake friends who will turn on you at any second if you get out of line. Turn on you. Try and get you fired. talk shit about you, you know, like talk shit about you to clients and stuff. Like girls that they'd be your best friend one day and then it would turn into that the next. Because of jealousy, because you made money off of a client and they used to make money off of, you know, like whatever. You know what I mean? They would turn on you in a second, just like that. I'm glad it's over. I'm really glad it's over. I'm not going back. There's nothing that's going to make me go back to that. I can be a good person now. I'm free to become a good person. But I have to live with the fact that I was hurting people. I have to live with the fact that I caused damage to people. And I can't undo it. I can't undo it. I can't go back, and I can't undo it. I have an apartment because of the things I did. I never thought I would have an apartment. I want to be independent. I don't want to depend on men. That's not what I want. I thought that was what I wanted. I didn't think that was never what I wanted. I just thought that was the way it was. That was the way it was for my mother. My mother married my father when she was 17, when she was a homeless teenager. Because she was poor. And then when I was 10 years old, I went from sharing a bed with my sister in a really shitty neighborhood, in a really shitty home, to living in a big house with my own room. Because my mom married a rich guy. I just always thought that was the way it was. It was ingrained in my head that that was the way it was. If you want something, you have to get a man to give it to you. And that didn't work. That's not how it works. And that's not how it worked in my life. Men have taken so much from me. Men have stolen so fucking much from me. And everything that I did, I didn't get a smidgen of it back. I didn't. I thought I was going to, but I didn't get any of it back. Everything that men have taken from me, I never got any of it back. And watching that movie, it just brought it all back. It just brought it all back. And stripping is such a toxic thing. It's such a toxic environment for women. And things need to change. Society demands this exists. Society demands prostitutes. Society demands strippers. Society demands Instagram models. Society demands nude models. Society demands this. Society demands sex from women. And so much so that there is a rape epidemic. That is how much society demands sex from women. That 1 in 4 women are sexually assaulted in their lifetime because society demands sex from women so much. Things have to get better. I can't live like this. I can't live with men taking and taking and taking and taking from me all the time. I can't live like this. I went crazy. I went fucking crazy. I was a fucking criminal. Anyways, go see Hustlers. It was really fun. I thought it was sort of hard for me to see, but I mean, it was pretty good. And I think that it's very, very realistic. It's very real. It's very true to form, and I really recommend it. Anyways, that's my vlog for today. Like and subscribe and support the Patreon. Oh my god. Okay, I think this is one of my better vlogs, to be honest. I'll anyways, like and subscribe and share. A comic came up to me that I never met before, and he told me he watches my vlogs. And I was just like, really? Like, how did you find it? And he was like, oh, it just showed up on my YouTube. And so I started watching it, and I recognized you from open mics and stuff, and so I started watching it, and I was just like, oh my god, that's fucking insane. And so if you're a comic and you like this vlog, and you just share, this is a comedy vlog. This is a dramedy vlog. You know, this is meant to be fun. This is meant to be funny. It's meant to be real, and it's meant to be emotional, and it's meant to be, I want to be the Lana Del Rey of podcasters. That's what I want. That's my goal. And and I'm doing my best. And so if you like, I'm sharing really personal, intimate stories of my life while talking about current events and pop culture issues, and I want a following. I think I have a lot of shit to say, and I want a following. And, I don't know. Is that asking a lot? Am I being unrealistic by wanting a following? I have 75 subscribers, and I love and appreciate each and every one of them. I would do a vlog every week for the rest of my life for my 75 subscribers. If that's my audience, I love it and I accept it, but I want more. So please share. Please share my story. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you. Bye.